Colombian vets and Ukrainian FPV drones sweep Russian trenches in Kursk forest. Colombian fighters stormed a Russian trench network near Ukraine's border, clearing bunkers with drone support, grenades, and close-quarters combat. Colombian volunteers in the Ukrainian army launched a well-planned and decisive attack across the border to put an important position under their control. By doing so, they are not only establishing control in the area, but also sabotaging Russian offensive efforts into Sumy Oblast. Recently, Ukrainian units have initiated precise offensive operations in the border region near the Russian village of Novyi Put, strategically situated between Tyotkino and the areas where Russia has infiltrated Sumy Oblast. The purpose of these targeted raids is clear: to prevent Russia from launching additional offensives, which would not only alleviate the Ukrainian pressure on Tyotkino, but also threaten Sumy's defenses from the north. Ukraine's tactical approach in this critical area consists of a threefold strategy. Firstly, their goal is to systematically reduce Russian manpower, weakening the enemy's frontline strength. Secondly, they aim to neutralize Russian artillery, depriving ground troops of crucial fire support. Lastly, Ukraine is conducting surgical operations that, though seemingly small in scale, yield strategic results far exceeding their immediate battlefield significance. In line with this strategy, Ukrainian drones recently identified and coordinated a precision airstrike against a Russian troop deployment area deep in Kursk Oblast. Released footage and prior intelligence confirmed the destruction of a Russian airborne company-sized formation. By specifically targeting such elite units, Ukraine seeks to disrupt Russian capabilities that provide coordination and rapid response support, severely diminishing Russia's ability to launch cohesive offensive or defensive operations. Complementing this, Ukrainian forces have intensified efforts to dismantle Russian artillery. Notably, Ukrainian drones successfully targeted a Russian 152mm self-propelled artillery system, the Tu-S-43 Malva, with a precision-guided darts kamikaze drone. Eliminating such artillery pieces weakens the enemy's firepower, leaving Russian ground troops exposed and vulnerable to Ukrainian raids, and accelerates Russia's attrition. Most remarkable, however, was the recent direct action assault involving Colombian volunteers serving within Ukrainian units. These volunteers, with extensive combat experience and training in the Colombian armed forces, were instrumental in clearing Russian forces entrenched within a small, forested area near the border. Despite its modest size, this wooded patch, surrounded by open fields, offers significant tactical advantages, granting control over the surrounding territory to whoever holds it. The assault unfolded with meticulous coordination. Ukrainian drone operators provided real-time aerial surveillance, directing the Colombian unit to Russian defensive trenches and bunkers concealed within the forest. Leveraging their expertise in stealth infiltration, the Colombian soldiers approached unnoticed, initiating close-quarters combat. Suppressing Russian defenders within their bunkers, the Colombians methodically cleared each position using grenades and explosives, finally securing the main trenches after an intense battle. Following this decisive victory, the Colombian-Ukrainian force proudly displayed captured Russian equipment, underscoring their success. This position's tactical value is significant. Its defensive potential is enhanced by interconnected tree lines and nearby settlements, offering concealed ground lines of communication for Ukrainian troops. Furthermore, the location is strategically beneficial due to its clear lines of fire, forcing any counterattacking Russian units into predictable and lethal kill zones or right out into open fields. All this means that, should Russian commanders decide to retake this forest patch, guarding the far eastern flank of Tyotkino, they would have to expend considerable resources, troops, time, and armor to retake it, only to find Ukrainian forces will have likely withdrawn before succumbing to bombardments, effectively forcing Russia to destroy a potential staging ground. This operation, conducted by Colombian volunteers, exemplifies Ukraine's broader strategic intent along the Sumy border region. Collectively, these actions ensure that Russian forces remain bogged down, unable to effectively support or expand their ambitions against Sumy, thereby safeguarding critical Ukrainian positions and significantly undermining Russia's objectives. Ukrainian forces carry out numerous such raids, continuously forcing Russia to allocate resources over a larger area, which in cumulative effect significantly delays enemy operations and drains their offensive capabilities. Previously, in the Volchansky direction, Russians are increasingly resorting to assaults on motorcycles and buggies. One such episode was recorded by soldiers of the 4-post brigade of the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine. Enemy groups tried to break through to the defenders' positions at high speed, but in a matter of seconds they find themselves under the aimed strike of FPV drone operators. These attempts at breakthroughs occur around the clock. The occupiers seek to use the speed and surprise factor to disorient defenders of Ukraine and strike at the fortifications. However, the hope of surprise does not work. The border guards demonstrate cool composure, accuracy, and technological superiority. The report is accompanied by a corresponding video, which demonstrates the skillful work of FPV drone combat crews in destroying Russian troops,